Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to consider the phenomenon of comparing oneself to others that we often experience in our daily lives. For example, comparing your abilities and achievements with those of your friends or colleagues, or comparing your own situation with other people's posts on social media. I'm sure everyone has experienced such situations at least once, haven't they? At first glance, the phenomenon of comparing oneself to others may seem detrimental to our mental health. But in fact, it has played an important role in the process of our evolution. Therefore, from the perspective of evolutionary psychology, we will delve into the reasons why humans compare themselves to others. 1. Basic concepts of evolutionary psychology. Evolutionary psychology is a branch of psychology based on the theory of evolution, studying how our minds and behavioral patterns have been formed in the process of human evolution. I will explain about natural selection, adaptation, and survival and reproduction, which are important concepts in evolutionary psychology. Natural selection refers to the phenomenon in the process of biological evolution, where individuals with a high ability to adapt to the environment survive and pass on their genes to the next generation. Adaptation refers to the characteristics and behaviors that organisms have acquired to adapt to their environment. Survival and reproduction refers to the act of surviving and increasing offspring in order for an individual to pass on their genes to the next generation. It is believed in evolutionary psychology that our minds and behaviors have evolved to help with this survival and reproduction. Understanding these basic concepts, let's look at why humans compare themselves to others. 2. Balance of competition and cooperation. It can trigger maximizing the performance of the group. From the perspective of evolutionary psychology, humans can maintain a balance of competition and cooperation by comparing themselves to others. Why is this balance important? Humans are social creatures, and living in groups has been beneficial for survival and reproduction. Therefore, properly balancing competition and cooperation within the group leads to the benefit of the individual. Let's look at the difference in the role of comparison in situations with strong competitiveness and cooperative situations. Firstly, in situations with strong competitiveness, comparing oneself to others becomes an important means of improving one's status or ability. By comparing with others, one can grasp where one stands and clarify points that need effort or improvement. This allows individuals to enhance their abilities and beat their competitors. On the other hand, in cooperative situations, comparison with others plays a different role. It's important to discern who to cooperate with, and by comparing oneself with others, one can judge who should be cooperated with. For example, if another person has a superior ability than oneself, cooperating with that person allows one to utilize that ability, and together they can achieve better results. In this way, comparing oneself with others has evolutionary significance in maintaining a balance of competition and cooperation, and contributes to the survival and reproduction of the individual. 3. Social metrics theory. Furthermore, another theory that explains the psychological phenomenon of comparing oneself with others is the social metrics theory. This theory proposes that humans can measure their social status and relationships, and adjust their self-evaluation by comparing themselves with others. According to social metrics theory, humans can understand their social status and what kind of relationships they have formed through comparisons with others. For example, if you feel superior to others when comparing, your self-evaluation improves, and you can gain confidence. Conversely, if you feel inferior to others when comparing, your self-evaluation decreases, and you can strive to improve yourself. In this way, measuring your social status and relationships through comparisons with others plays an important role in maintaining proper self-recognition and self-evaluation. By combining evolutionary psychology and social metrics theory, we can gain a deeper understanding of the psychological phenomenon of humans comparing themselves to others. 4. The role of mirror neurons promoting social adaptation. Let's further explore how the act of comparing ourselves to others influences our minds from a more tangible perspective. Key to this is a type of brain cell known as a mirror neuron. Mirror neurons are unique cells in our brains that become activated when we observe the actions of others. Essentially, observing another's actions causes our brains to respond as though we ourselves are performing that action. This phenomenon plays a role in adjusting our self-evaluations and promoting social adaptation through comparisons with others. For instance, when we see others succeeding, our mirror neurons are activated, sparking a desire for our own success. Conversely, seeing others fail allows us to take heed and avoid making the same mistakes. Thus, mirror neurons adjust our self-evaluations and promote social adaptation through comparisons with others. As research into mirror neurons reveals, the act of comparing ourselves to others is deeply ingrained in our psyche, serving a crucial role in facilitating social adaptation. 5. Self-enhancement and self-protection, strengthening the ability to respond to difficult situations. Comparisons with others can also aid in our self-enhancement and self-protection. Self-enhancement refers to actions or thoughts that elevate our self-evaluation, while self-protection refers to psychological mechanisms that serve to protect ourselves. An example of self-enhancement is recognizing our own strengths and achievements through comparison with others. By comparing ourselves to others, we can positively evaluate our accomplishments and abilities. This in turn boosts our self-esteem and self-efficacy, raising our self-evaluation. On the other hand, comparisons with others can be utilized for self-protection. For instance, when faced with failure or difficult situations, recognizing that others are also experiencing similar problems can reassure us that we are not alone in facing these issues. Also, knowing that others have made the same mistakes can help prevent us from overly criticizing ourselves. In this way, by fostering self-enhancement and self-protection through comparisons with others, we are able to affirm ourselves positively and bolster our resilience in coping with challenging situations. 6. Detriments brought about by comparisons with others in modern society. In primitive times, comparing oneself to others was one of the actions necessary for survival and prosperity. Observing the success of others and incorporating it into our own actions allowed us to learn strategies advantageous for survival. However, in modern society, comparisons with others can often work in a detrimental way. 6.1. Information overload and the impact of social media. With the proliferation of internet technologies, such as social media in modern society, opportunities to learn about other people's lives have increased dramatically. However, social media often tends to highlight the successes and highlights of others, which can lead to a decrease in self-evaluation and can generate excessive expectations and anxieties about real human relationships. 6.2. Overreporting of successful experiences. Media and social media tend to emphasize successful experiences and make failures and frustrations less visible. As a result, we may mistakenly get the impression that we are the only ones not doing well. 6.3. Excessive competitiveness. When comparisons with others become excessive, we may only be able to measure our self-worth through competition with others. This can lead to excessive stress and self-denial, potentially causing mental health problems. 6.4. Ignoring individual diversity. When comparing ourselves to others, we tend to ignore differences in individual situations, abilities, and goals. This can hinder our own growth and success. For these reasons, it's important to understand that comparisons with others can sometimes cause problems. Instead of relying on comparisons with others for self-evaluation and behavior, it's essential to place emphasis on self-understanding and self-acceptance. Conclusion. Let's briefly summarize the content explained in this video. The reasons humans compare themselves to others are to maintain a balance of competition and cooperation, to adjust self-evaluation, and to promote social adaptation. Also, through comparisons with others, we can learn adaptive behaviors and achieve self-enhancement and self-protection. However, in modern society, comparisons with others can sometimes be detrimental. By comparing ourselves more than necessary for survival, we may take on more stress than necessary, while understanding the benefits of comparing with others. If you find yourself feeling down due to over-comparison, please remember what we've conveyed in this video. We hope this video serves as a stepping stone to deepen your understanding of the psychological phenomenon of comparing oneself to others. If you found this interesting, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Thank you for watching.